May is Land Transportation Safety Month in the Philippines, and one of the most important modes of land transportation is the one we disregard the most: walking. At least 35% of our destinations in Metro Manila can be covered by 15 minutes of walking. That's why walking is essential. But are pedestrian lanes also essential? Let's talk about it in this episode of Filipino Urban Planning. I first saw the pedestrian lane along Visayas Avenue on October 2020. In a pandemic, there are people crossing the road without any help or any marking from the streets. I visited it again on January 2021, posted a question: how long must we wait for the pedestrian lane to be painted? It's been 3 months. Finally, in April 2021, I saw that the pedestrian lane has returned and is now helping individuals walk and cross the street. What makes something essential? Something is essential when it is absolutely necessary or extremely important. 3 reasons why pedestrian lanes are essential. First, walking is our primary mode of transportation. At least 35% of our destinations in Metro Manila can be covered by walking or biking. And we, as individuals, start and end our trips on our feet. And if you're working in the central business districts of Makati, BGC, or Ortigas Avenue, you are forced to get out of your jeep and walk because of the traffic congestion. Safe walking is essential, especially because our kids walk to school. This is why walking is a primary mode of transportation. We start and end our trips on our feet. That's the first reason why pedestrian lanes are essential, because walking is our primary mode of transportation. Second, Pinoy drivers are allergic to the brake pedal. A Pinoy driver is more likely to blow their horn than put on their brakes when crossing pedestrian lanes. And you can't fault them. With traffic congestion in Metro Manila, drivers are always on the go, not wasting time. This is also why pedestrian lanes are important. Pinoy drivers tend to stop more frequently when there are pedestrian lanes. Lastly, why are pedestrian lanes essential? Because our roads are car-centric. The pedestrian lane is an agreement. I walk here, you stop there. The car-centric perspective of our roads manifests in our jaywalking laws. The MMDA even has an anti-jaywalking unit, and as of 2019, jaywalkers are penalized with a 500 peso fine. I too, as a Filipino driver, was previously faulting pedestrians for walking outside of pedestrian lanes. But as I studied urban planning and personal behavior, as long as Philippine roads prioritize cars, I knew that pedestrian lanes are the hope of people to safely cross dangerous streets. An article by Vox argues that the automobile industry in the US invented the crime of jaywalking. In the Philippines, the traffic code limits pedestrian right-of-way within a crosswalk. The traffic code also mentions the word pedestrian just 3 times. Dutch cities now encourage people to cross whenever they like. I hope for a day when Filipino walkers and Filipino pedestrians do not need to stretch out their arms, hoping to stop incoming traffic. I hope for a day when pedestrians can relax. I hope for a day when pedestrians can walk comfortably to the other side. What do you think of this episode? Send me a message at EnPTinio.com. Also, follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.